Hello everyone. Rising actress Isabelle Tate, who recently appeared in the 911 spin-off 911 Nashville, has died at the age of 23. Her agency confirmed the news Thursday, writing on Instagram, "We are deeply saddened and completely heartbroken to share that Isabelle Tate passed away on October 19th. She was 23. The McRae agency continued, "I've known Izzy since she was a teenager, and she recently returned to acting. She booked the first series she auditioned for, 911 Nashville. She had a wonderful time. I was so lucky to know her, and she will be greatly missed by so many." Tate, a Tennessee native, appeared in the 911 Nashville pilot as Julie, a guest at a bachelor party where an accident unfolds. The episode, filmed in June, premiered earlier this month on October 9th. Her agency has disclosed to Entertainment Weekly that she had a rare form of Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease. The agency also said, "In lieu of flowers, the family asks that donations in Izzy's memory be made to the Charcot-Marie-Tooth Association in Tate's name." In Tate's last post on Instagram, shared in 2022, she spoke openly about being diagnosed with the progressive neuromuscular disease at age 13. "Recently, it really progressed, and I've come to terms that if I want to live my life to the fullest, I need to use a wheelchair at times," she wrote. "This has been a difficult journey for me because having to accept help and surrender to the progression of this condition has been hard." Tate is survived by her parents, stepfather, and sister. She graduated from Middle Tennessee State University in May with a degree in business and was deeply involved in volunteer work, particularly with animals. Isabelle loved volunteering her time to all things, particularly animals. Her idea of a fun outing was visiting an animal shelter and doling out lots of love. The obituary reads, "Isabelle was full of fire, a fighter, never once making excuses for the fact that she might have a disability relative to others. She was also quite musically inclined, often spending hours writing and recording songs with friends and even publishing a few. What she loved the most, though, was spending time with family and friends, always the life of the party. Her sister was her best friend, and her mom was her shining beacon of light." Her sister commented on the agency's statement, "Thank you for your beautiful words. She was doing exactly what she would have wanted to be doing. I'm forever grateful. She was truly the brightest light in its purest form." Following news of her death, friends, fans, and colleagues have taken to social media to share tributes and memories of the young actress, remembering her warmth, courage, and passion both on and off screen. Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease. Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease is a group of inherited conditions that cause nerve damage. Inherited conditions pass down through families. This damage mainly is in the nerves of the arms and legs, called the peripheral nerves. Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease also is called hereditary motor and sensory neuropathy. Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease causes smaller, weaker muscles. It also may cause trouble walking and loss of feeling in the legs and feet. Some people cannot tense their muscles. Foot issues such as hammertoes and high arches are common. Symptoms most often begin in the feet and legs, but in time they may affect the hands and arms. People with Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease most often get symptoms in the teen years or early adulthood, but symptoms also may start in midlife or in the toddler years. Symptoms of Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease may include weakness in the legs, ankles, and feet, muscle shrinking called atrophy in the legs and feet. This can cause the calves to look like an upside-down champagne bottle. High foot arches, curled toes called hammertoes, not being able to run, trouble lifting the foot at the ankle called foot drop, clumsy walking, tripping or falling often, loss of feeling in the legs and feet. As Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease gets worse, symptoms may spread from the feet and legs to the hands and arms. How bad the symptoms are varies greatly from person to person, even among family members. Other causes of nerve damage, such as diabetes, may cause symptoms like those of Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease. Having another condition with such symptoms can make the symptoms of Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease worse. Certain medicines, such as the chemotherapy treatments vincristine and paclitaxel, can make symptoms worse. Be sure to tell your healthcare professional about all the medicines you take. Causes: gene changes that affect the nerves in the feet, legs, hands, and arms cause Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease. These gene changes most often pass down through families. But new gene changes can happen when there's no family history of changed genes. Sometimes these gene changes damage the nerves. Other changes damage the coating around the nerve, called the myelin sheath. Both changes weaken the messages that travel between the arms and legs and the brain. Risk factors. Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease is a hereditary disease. That means it passes from parents to children through genes. The risk of getting the condition is higher for people who have parents or brothers or sisters with the condition. Complications. Complications of Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease vary from person to person in how bad they are. Foot issues and trouble walking are often the most serious concerns. And it's possible to harm areas of the body that have less feeling because of Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease. Sometimes signals from the brain don't make it to the muscles in the feet. Then the muscles don't tighten when they should. This may cause tripping and falling. And the brain may not get pain messages from the feet. So a blister on a toe, for instance, may get infected without your knowing it because you can't feel the pain. Other complications may include trouble breathing, swallowing, or speaking if Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease affects the muscles involved with those activities. Prevention. Because Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease is a hereditary disease, there's no way to prevent it. Hereditary means it's passed through families. If you have the condition, genetic testing may help you with family planning.
Thank you.